God damn it! Welcome back, everyone. This week we're at the Ganaraska and with Brian and Peter. I met Brian at one of the races and he came over and introduced himself, and it's pretty cool. So I got to come out and catch up with him and go out for a little rip through the Ganaraska during these beautiful, awesome colours. As you can see, the colours are fantastic right now. Trees are just getting a little bit sparse because we're getting towards the end of the season, like completely. I even saw on the news that the Burnt River that I was at last week has closed this week. Right then, what that is, because the snow has come down and the rain is there. So, you know, it's really getting towards the end of the year, which is a real shame. So we're out making the best of what we can whilst the trails are still open. And oh my god, the trails are fantastic right now. The night before this, it actually rained quite heavily, and we were a little bit worried. We were like, oh god, a lot of rain came down. We get here today and the dirt is literally perfect. I mean, it's a little bit wet just there, but oh my god, like look at the rest of the trail. The dirt just gives us like such good grip. It is fantastic out here. So we're just having a nice a spiritful warm up right now. So yeah, both the fellas are on Yamaha 250s. So we got 2 blues and 1 red. I had to quickly get my bike prepped this morning, and I forgot to do the chain. So every so often I can hear some chain slap whilst riding along, and yeah, I know I obviously didn't have like torque wrench in the middle of the woods, so I just figured it's not so bad, I'll just live with it. So yeah, I'm just following Brian right now. I think I was intimidating Peter a little bit riding behind him. He doesn't like to hold people up, even though, in my opinion, he wasn't holding me up whatsoever. These two fellas are pretty much on par with speed with me, so I don't know what they're talking about, but whatever makes him feel better. So anyway, I was riding behind Brian, and it's cool to get some footage of him. I'm sure he'll love that. So we're just getting some single trail practice, and Brian said that today his main goal was to force himself to stand in as many situations as possible. And my main goal today was just to get out and have some fun. Kind of missed the woods after going to the Burnt River last week. I mean, I loved doing the MX stuff. It was great, but I really wanted to get back out into some single trail actually. I was thinking after this ride, or just like thinking back on it, like, oh, how do I lessen the effect of the whoops, because the whoops in the Ganaraska are pretty extensive, to say the least. I mean, I was trying to like jump between them, or at least, you know, like keep the front wheel up so that I'm only really hitting it with the back, and you know, half the time it worked. So yeah, I feel like I softened half of the whoops, but even then I'm still feeling like I'm just being pounded by whoops. But there must be a technique or something that I'm not aware of, or maybe I just need to go faster and I'm too chicken shit to do it. So I don't know. That could be something I can try and figure out over the winter, do a little bit of research, so to speak. So about halfway through this year, I'm not entirely sure when, I came off, not on like a log hop or anything. It was I vaguely remember just crashing on a corner down a hill or something, and on the right hand side, or crashing into an embankment actually, I think it was. And like sort of grinding along the embankment a little bit, and I bent my handlebars ever so slightly. So I noticed that, but so I went out and got some new handlebars, and I was like looking at my bike, and I was just like, oh, it's only bent a little bit. It's really not that bad. So I didn't bother fixing it. I just got my handguard screwed back in. The other fellas helped me out and got that screwed back in, right? And today, right now, you know, I'm just riding with these slightly bent handlebars. It doesn't, I don't really notice it unless I'm really paying attention. And in some screenshots you can be like, oh yeah, I can see it. One of them, the right one, is bent back a little bit. So later today I completely ruined these handlebars. You'll see it in a clip later. So today it's also been really good as well, because we're just able to get out and really enjoy the forest. I don't really have a huge amount of observations right now, because I think we covered a total of 50 kilometers or 45 kilometers. I can't quite remember. And it was almost entirely all single trail. I think we were on the dual trail for less than one total. So we were really just relentlessly running the single trail all day, and it's just back and forth up over these little hit that embankment at a bit of a strange angle. I think I tried to wheelie up because this is going uphill. The camera obviously doesn't catch it very well, but there was a route across the thing, and I wheelied over it, just wheelied straight into the side. Lost my speed. Need to practice my accurate wheelies. Get that under control. I mean, I'm fairly confident with what I'm doing. I just need to be more accurate, right? At this point, I think I had just lost Brian because Peter had tried to do some log hops, and he messed up a little bit, and so I hung back just to make sure he was alright, and wait for him to get ready in case something had gone wrong. So now we're playing Catch Brian, so I was able to just really have a little bit of fun and just have a little get a little bit excitable coming through the trails chasing after him. And yeah, this place is great. It's like simultaneously flowy, but the problem is it's also quite whoopy, as you can see the bike's like constantly, and like that's not a problem. I don't know why I'm saying it's a problem. It's just something that I need to learn and get used to. I'm just not very used to it because all the trails up in Scora, like they feel like silky smooth, like I'm on a road or something. Like, jeez, I'm going all over the place just trying to deal with the whoops. I don't feel out of control or anything. I just feel like I'm being just bouncing around. I don't know. If anyone has any tips, please let me know how to deal with these whoops. Is it just go faster? I feel like it's just go faster, but then I feel like if I'm going faster, I'm just going to take off. And then, like, if I set the suspension hard so that I can brace them all, then it just makes the ride insufferable. But maybe, I don't know, maybe there's just something you have to just deal with. Like, it's just the way it is, you know. If you're going to deal with big bumps, you've got to go fast all the time, and if you want to go slow, well, yeah, deal with it feeling like tons and tons of whoops. I don't even know what fast is. I mean, I remember in one of the races I looked at the average kilometers per hour. Miles per hour. Where are we, England? Kilometers per hour, and I think the pro guys were literally double the speed. I think I averaged 27 or something, and those guys were 51 or 50 or something. I was just like, oh my god, those guys were literally averaging twice my speed. That boggles the mind how fast those people are. That's like the average as well. Jesus. Yeah. Oh, Brian brought us to this little mini track, which was quite fun to whip around. I actually felt pretty confident doing around this whole thing. Maybe I could go a little bit quicker. I guess that practice from the Burnt River paid off. So I definitely feel like cross training is a good thing, because I felt confident through each one of these corners. In fact, I did a few laps of this with him, and I was just trying to really lean the bike for me over, just really push it over and keep it going much further. So I definitely think cross training is also to interrupt my sentence. This is what caused my handlebars to be completely bent. I just didn't wheelie high enough, so when I hit the log, I hit it too far down and it just kicked my front out. And here's Brian doing some hill climbs while standing up. And I don't know what happened there.
This is like the easiest part.
You're still going? Yeah, this is a hill, and obviously the GoPro takes it out.
I'm trying to stand all the way up. Yeah, I got your video.
Got him up, yeah, I'm going to humiliate him with that. Yeah, so I think cross-training really does matter. I've got to do more of it next year. Make sure I get the MX practice going, and I need to practice hill climbs a shitload more. The first time I came up that little rock thing there, I tried to go up the actual big rock. I managed to stand all the way up, and then I bloody hit the big rock and got stuck. trying another hill climb and didn't make it as far as last time that I went up this one. I was probably 5 bike lengths short of where I made it last time. A little bit disappointed actually. I think I made it to that tree that I'm looking at now. I was like, oh man. But this hill's way too steep. I considered trying to go up. That's not happened, so I had to turn the bike around. Now this is where something badly went wrong. So there, you just saw my foot I slipped off the peg. And because it's so steep, I needed to obviously be far back on the seat, but because my foot slipped off the peg, I couldn't get it back on and then stand up in time, and then I started getting shaken around, and now I've got my bike wrapped around a tree. What is happening? This is an absolute disaster. Just spin the bike round whilst it's laying down, whilst it's easy. Use itself to turn itself around, but then I was like, oh, okay, right, now it's facing the right way and I can get on it, and I was like, I can't get my leg over.
My leg over it.
Not flexible enough. Go down the hill a little bit more. Still can't get my leg over. Readjust, and there you go, I'm on. It's like right at the bottom now. So dumb. Brian actually made up pretty well, and he went off to the side, but he pinned it up before I even had a chance to film him, and he was just done. It's like, oh, damn, okay.
More bounce.
So we just come over here to practice some lock hops.
Almost. Oh, nice try, dude.
Yeah, not bad. Got to practice that bounce. Oh, forgot to let the clutch out. Let back a little bit more. He made it over.
I let the clutch out.
So that's perfect. Like, you know, let back, let the throttle out on the right time, and made it over.
But I sold it. The front wheel just naturally
So it's been a good year. I've done a lot of riding, and just how the riding season suddenly ends because of the snow, this video will end. See ya.